What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Smoother Man's live stream, where we teach you how to be and become a smoother man, right? Men's advice, lifestyle tips, and all things for male improvement. Today's subject is a very important subject that I think a lot of you guys need to pay attention to and heed the advice in this video, which is to stop using her car. The top 3 reasons men need to get or have their own car. Now, let me tell you how this started, right? Let me tell you what inspired this video, right? It was something that I actually witnessed with my own eyes. It didn't happen to me, but I was out somewhere. I don't know. I was out somewhere, and there was a couple that was nearby, and they seemed to be having a little dispute or an argument or something, right? So, I think I was outside a restaurant and I was waiting for my order to be ready, right? So as I'm waiting for my order to be ready, I think it was like a laundromat or something, nearby, one of those coin laundromats. And this couple is arguing. So, I'm out there waiting for my food, and I hear the argument taking place. And basically what it turned out to be, I don't know, something, whatever started the argument, the girlfriend is upset with the boyfriend, and, she's telling him, well, whatever, it's done, you go on ahead and you get up out of here or whatever. Problem for him was that they were, obviously he didn't have his own car, and they were using her car. So basically she was kicking him to the curb, right? She was kicking him to the curb. And so he was left to have to walk. And he even pleaded with her. He even asked her, he's like, well, he's like, all right, that's fine. We can break up or whatever. But, can I get a ride back to the house or whatever? She was like, no. She was like, no, you find your own way. And I was like, damn, I felt, I was like, damn, I felt bad for bro, because he put himself in a position where obviously that could happen. And it's the same reason why I spoke in one of my previous videos on why men should have their own place, because when these women get caught up in their emotions and they decide that they're tired of you or they're done with you for whatever reason. Same thing if you're married. Remember, my advice, I'm talking to married men or men who are dating, whether you're religiously involved and you're living religiously and you're married, or you're just you're out there living secularly. This advice applies to both situations. Okay, so I want to make that clear. And so just like with that situation, if it's her place, it's her house, and she's done with you, y'all break up, she breaks up with you, whatever, you got to go now. Now you have no, and if you didn't set yourself up with a place, you have no place to go. So the same thing here, the young man was relying on her for her car and to get around and everything. Now that she was done with him, kicked him to the curb, literally, he had no recourse. Right? She was like, well, whatever, you take a bus or you whatever your case may be, but she was not going to give him that last ride home. So seeing that made me think about the importance of making sure you have your own car, which is something that I've always made sure that I've always had that situation, that I've always had my own car, right? Since I was younger, always had my own car. Never have to be, relying and begging for your girl's car or your wife's car, right? And so seeing that incident inspired me to talk to you young men, you gentlemen, or any age, about having your own car, right? And this is also something that's special. I'm talking to everybody, but this is also something that can be directed more also to a lot of men in the black community, right? Because a lot of brothers, like for example, if you ever seen that movie Baby Boy, right, with Tyrese and Taraji P. Henson, in that movie, that gave us the perfect example of that situation, where a lot of dudes are relying on their girl's car, right? Your girl has the car, you drop off to work, and then you using her car to do what you got to do, get around. And It's not cool, man. It's not cool. Which, of course, which was the purpose of the movie Baby Boy, to realize that Baby Boy had to finally grow up and be a man and stand on his own. But he exemplified all the examples of a baby boy, a grown man, but he was a baby boy, right? Living in his mom's place, relying on his girl's car to get around. And of course, when she gets mad at you and kicks you out or tell you, no, you can't use the car, give me my car back, what can you do? What can you do? It's her car. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right. So this is something that I've seen and observed over the years. And seeing that particular incident inspired me to talk to you guys about the three. That's all I could come up with, is the three top reasons that men need to have or get your own cars. All right, so let's start off with it. Let's start off at the bottom. Reason number 3 that men need to get or have your own cars is that it shows that you are self-sufficient, right? It shows that you are self-sufficient because you're showing the women out there, whether you're trying to get married or you're out living in the secular world, it shows that you are a man of self-sufficiency because you have your own car. Okay? And at the same time, your car is a reflection of you. So this is a side note that your car is a reflection of you. So fellas, make sure to take care of your car. I don't care what year your car is. I don't care if you got a 1997 Honda Accord or if you got a Bentley. Take care of your car. Keep your car looking clean and well maintained because it is a reflection on you. So it doesn't matter if your car is, a 1997 Honda Accord or 2005, Ford Explorer or whatever, right? Or if it's a 2018, Bentley. Your car is a reflection of you. So whether it's a high luxury car or a simple, nice Toyota or Honda, just keep it clean because it's a reflection of you. Right? It's a reflection of you. It reflects you. If your car's all beat up and junked up and you haven't done anything to fix it up or repair it and you driving around, with it beat up and dents in it and you didn't take it back to get fixed or it's dirty looking or whatever, that's a reflection of you. No matter what year a car it is, it's a reflection of you. So on the first part, it shows that you are a self-sufficient man. Right? It shows that you are a self-sufficient man and you handle your business because you have your own car. You're not relying on anybody else. You're not relying on anybody else to get you around. Right? You're not relying on anybody else to get you around. You have your own car. You have your own car. And again, your car is a reflection of you. So it shows what kind of man you are. And again, I'm not talking about whether it doesn't have to be a luxury car. But it's a reflection of you on how you keep it, how you maintain it. Because I hate when I'm driving around. It bothers me. I'll say I hate, but it bothers me like when I'm driving around and I see people in dusty, beat up cars, and I'm like, damn, bro, you couldn't take care of that thing. You have that same dent in the front for 10 years, 5 years, and you never got that damn thing fixed. It's a reflection of you, gentlemen. It's dusty, it's beat up. I get it if it's just, if it just got finished raining, you didn't get a chance to get to the car wash, cool. But you see some cars, they just look like they haven't been washed in, who knows. You can see the dents and the damage that they obviously have not repaired that thing. They haven't made any attempts to repair it. They haven't made any attempts to get that window fixed. They haven't made any attempts to get the front fender repaired or whatever. So it's a reflection of you. But the main thing is that you have your own car. It shows that you are self-sufficient. The second reason that men need to get or have their own cars is that having your own vehicle makes it so that you are not at the mercy. You're not at her mercy or anyone else's mercy, where you have to rely on somebody's kindness to get you around, right? To get you around. You have to rely on, you have to wait for them to take you where you need to go. And of course, right, you have to rely on their kindness and their mercy. They have to give you mercy in order for them to say, okay, you need to, I'll give you a ride. There may be times when you catch people and they don't feel like being nice to you. They don't feel like giving you that ride, right? They don't feel like giving you that ride at the moment, or they just really can't do it. They're busy. You need to get someplace at a certain time, and now you're stuck trying to find a ride and you can't find one because nobody at that moment is being nice to you or merciful to you or has the time or really just genuinely doesn't have the time to do it. So you are left at the mercy of others to give you a ride when you need a ride, and they may not be able to do it, or they may not feel like it or not want to. I've been in that situation. I'm sure many of you may have been in that situation too. I'm talking about where you're the one people are asking you for a ride, and maybe you're tired. You just got home from work. You don't feel like going nowhere. You're tired. And somebody's asking you, can I get a ride here or there? Sometimes you're in the mood, you do it. There are times when you're not in the mood, so you don't feel like doing it. And it's up to that person. Oh, well, they got to find a ride. If they got to get to work, oh, well, that's on them. It's really their problem. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So that's the second top reason why you need to get have your own car, so that you are not left to the mercy and kindness, relying on others to give you a ride when you need to get somewhere or be somewhere or go get something, etc. Okay. And the number one reason, right? The number one reason why men need to get or have their own car is it gives you independence of movement and travel. When you have your own car, you can travel and move about as you please and when you want to. You don't have to rely on anyone. You're not at the mercy of anyone. You decide when and where you want to go. You can travel as you please. You can move about as you please to go here or there, whether you got to be to work on time, whether you have to go get something. You then have that independence and that freedom to move about and travel or go where you please and when you please. So these are the top three reasons, gentlemen, why the smoother man makes sure that he has his own car. And if you're in a situation where you don't have a car, you put yourself in position to get your own car. So that way you can have that independence of movement and not have to be at the mercy of others. And it also demonstrates to others that you are a self-sufficient man. You are a man who can stand on your own 2 feet because you have your own vehicle, which is important in this day and time. And sure, yeah, we have public transportation, but same thing with public transportation. You have to rely on someone else. Public transportation, you have to rely on the bus schedule. You still can't move when you want to because you have to move according to the bus schedule, whether it comes every 30 minutes, every hour. Same thing with the train, every 30 minutes, every hour. You have to rely on that time frame and that time structure to get around. Okay. If it's a cab, well, same thing with cabs and Uber and all that, right? Yeah, you can call an Uber or a Lyft whenever you want to, but you're still relying on someone else. Because you call the Uber, you have to wait for the Uber to come, right? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever. Whereas if you have your own car, you can jump in and go at the moment that you need to go without having to rely on someone else to get you around. So keep that in mind, fellas, that one of the traits of being a smoother man is to make sure that you are a self-sufficient man. Again, I talked about already making sure you have your own place. And in this other part of essentials is to make sure that you definitely have your own vehicle. Okay? So we're going to end it on that. But please, young men and all men, take this advice to heart. It's not cool Just like I told you guys with the one about having your own place. It's not cool. You know, some people, you know, you think you're pimping the woman out because she's letting you use her car. No, it's really like you're her child, you're her son. It's like your mom letting you use your car, letting you use her car. You're not, it's not cool. You're not pimping anybody. You're not pimping her out. She's really taking care of you. You know, she's really taking care of you. You're like her baby boy. Can I borrow the car? Can I borrow the car to go here? I need to use the car to go to work today. Can you give me a ride to work? You know what I mean? I need to go get some food. I'm hungry. Can I use your car? You begging and asking, man. As a man, you need to stand on your own feet, bro. As a man, you need to stand on your own feet. Now, of course, there are exceptions to the rule, but right now we're not talking. Right now, we're talking about the heart of the matter, the core of the matter. We're not talking about the exceptions. You need in this society, you need to be self-sufficient, and one of those parts of being a self-sufficient man is to make sure that you have your own car. And remember, your car is a reflection of you. And again, I repeat, it doesn't have to be a luxury car. No matter what kind of car it is, as long as you keep it looking clean and nice, it's a reflection of you, both inside and out. Because I've seen some people with cars and they got a bunch of junk in their cars, man. Cars full of stuff. Only place that's available is the driver's seat. No, keep your car clean. Keep your house clean, inside and out, because it is a reflection of you. Okay. All right, guys. So like I said, I'm gonna end it right there. Remember, these are the top 3 reasons why men need to have or get their own cars. All right. Y'all be good. I'm out.